Hey everybody, welcome back. It's time for another TJ's Lego Room field trip. So once again, we're going over a ship that's too big. Man, I cannot get the camera to adjust properly for this. Sorry about that. So we're going to be talking about a ship that is too big to fit on my normal table. So I'm going to do my best to show this to you without too much craziness. So here we go. Go ahead and turn it this way. You can see the front there. Turn to the side. See the side. And the back. You can see right there. Alright, so this is a stand, and this is actually a ship that I designed for another contest. Oh, another contest ship. So this was the Alphabet Starfighters contest using the fake Star Wars language of aurebesh. And this is the ship that I built, but it's in its docking clamp right now. And so what we do here is we, let me just make sure we're still in frame. Yeah, we're good. Alright, so if I bring it a little closer so you guys can see some of the more details. So I remove the fuel line and remove the clamps on either side. You can see that. And then we actually push the whole centerpiece off. And here we go. We've got our Forn fighter. So, this ship actually started as an engine. Like with quite a few of my other ships, I built this gigantic engine using parts from the clone turbo tank from the Star Wars set. And I built this huge center engine, and I had no idea what to do with it. And then they announced this Starfighter contest, and I thought, hey, I bet I could get that engine inside of a ship. And so I looked through all the aurebesh letters, and sure enough, oh, I'm sorry, this contest was on from Bricks to Bothans, if you're not aware. It's a great site. Check them out. They're a little slow on updates and stuff recently, but their contests are some of the best out there. And so I built this ship. And you can see it's, oh, now I have to remember which direction the letter actually sits. Oh, I think it's like this. So the aurebesh letter, Forn, I think sits like this. Or this. I'm pretty sure it's this. Anyway, so I started designing the ship and got the nice swoop on the back here. Built the front so it's nice and even. So the front section is that these bars are actually dual-sided, and they're really good, I think. I did continue through the blue lines right here. I designed it like a B-wing, so it's got the rotating cockpit right here. It just free floats as the thing turns. It's a little wonky though because I'm trying to keep it in frame. I'm still letting you see it. But it was a ton of fun to build, changing out some of the parts to blue to give it a little bit more definition. I'll go over a couple of things. So I wanted the big gun on the other side, kind of like the B-wing does. And then I wanted a little stabilizer engine on here. And the idea behind the ship was that it needed this extra stabilizer because if you actually look at the back, it has 3 engines. There's the main center engine, and then there's one on the cockpit, the rotating cockpit, and then this one over here. And it's designed that way because this engine is so big, I figured in universe it would have trouble keeping going the correct direction without some sort of correctional stabilization on either side. Another detail I really like was the little rods on the front and the back here that kind of let me tilt it up a little bit. These rods could be the fuel lines or extra stabilization. I just really like the look of them. And then I built this little contraption right here. It's supposed to be a long-range antenna array for the ship itself. Kind of silly. But the main engine part I really had fun with, especially designing these little greebles that go along the outside of the engine to kind of hold it in. So if I pull this up, you can kind of see. So I've got these giant wheels from the clone turbo tank. I've got these smaller wheels. I think those are from a Nexonite the blue Nexonite vehicle that had these big wheels on the back. Then I actually have the little telephone pieces like you find on the Millennium Falcon. Sorry about that. So the thing isn't super stable, but I was mostly going for a shape on this one. It's actually very, very weak. But you know what? I was going for a shape and I nailed it. If I do say so myself. The other thing I was really proud of is this guy right here. Is this whole setup here. So it actually has a track along the bottom. Along the center, I mean. So the whole thing kind of slides back and forth to be able to dock the ship. So my original idea was that the ship would... Sorry for my voice, guys. I've got a cold. So the ship would be brought along by a giant magnetic crane, and then it would be pulled in. I don't know if you could see. There are actually little red pieces that I stuck in there. And those are like supposed to be little tractor beams. And so the ship would be brought along by a gantry, and then those little tractor beams would grab it and slide it in and get it right into the bay, and boom. And then you close up these clamps and it just goes right in there. And then you can hook the little thing back in there. Just boop. Just hook it into the studs right there. And then you're good to go. Boop. Then I've of course got one of those. I think these are one of the pilots from Rogue One. I liked the blue uniform on the guy. It matched the dark blue of the rest of the ship. Yeah, so that was my Forn Fighter for a contest. Yet again, a contest I did not win. So I do have one more video I'm going to record tonight, and that'll be uploaded in the next couple of days. But in the meantime, thanks very much for checking out TJ's Lego Room, and we'll catch you next time. As a matter of fact, I think I'll go ahead and give you a tease of what we're going to do next time. We're going to actually stay up here in our field trip, and I'm going to show you the TIE Bizarro. Oh man, it's even too big for that screen. Oh well. Well, we'll catch you next time. Thanks.